Hey there, my friends. I'm Shannon, Kinney-Duh, creator of A Free Spirit Life. And I am an intuitive spiritual guide, holistic life and creativity coach, artist, and a writer. And I am here with my deck of cards, Your True Nature. We're going to pull 3 cards, and you get to pick 1, 2, or 3. And before I do that, I have one simple story to share with you that reminded me about why affirmations and why I love words so much. So I was talking to someone this morning who had a very minor fire. Something was burning in their garage. And they were telling me the story about it. And they said, man, my schedule's all messed up, and I wasn't expecting this, and I have been on the phone just putting out fires left and right. And then they came upstairs and found a minor burning situation in their garage. And so I just stopped and I said, did you hear what you just said? And they did. They caught it. I was putting out fires all morning. Our words have frequency and they matter. So the words, there's Luna. Oh, go ahead, honey, make space. Gotta move my papers. They have an effect on how we feel, what we say about ourselves or others, whether in judgment or criticism or in positivity and joy. Our words have meaning and they have energy behind them. So I just thought that was a good reminder in watching the words that we say and how we say them. And then I'm going to read this to you from the Your True Nature guidebook. In the very beginning, I share, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but just a little excerpt on the power of words. Words hold transformative energy that shapes our everyday experiences. Each word carries a unique frequency, influencing both our inner and outer worlds. By becoming aware of the language we use, both in our thoughts and spoken words, we unlock the potential for profound change. Choosing words of kindness, empowerment, and high vibration cultivates harmony within us. So, and then it goes on to talk specifically about the power of affirmations. I think it's just a really great thing for us to just pay attention to the words we use and how we use them. If you wake up every day saying, I'm always behind, I never have enough time, you're literally telling the universe, like, I never have enough time. So your world starts to feel as if you never have enough time or you're always behind. Or if you're putting out little fires or never feeling good about yourself. Even me, sometimes I notice when I'm tired, I will say I'm so tired. And what happens is I just get more and more tired. And it's not a bad thing. It's just paying attention to what I'm attaching to I am ... And so it's fine to be tired. But what I might say instead is I need to take a nap. And then I might even say I have unlimited amounts of energy. But right now I'm going to take a nap rather than I am so tired. So anyway, if that speaks to you, let me know. Let's pick our cards today. So close your eyes if you'd like, or just see what number pops into your mind as you take a breath. Will your card be card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? Okay, I have not looked at these yet, so let's see. If you picked card number 1, this message is specifically for you today. I boldly and confidently communicate my needs, ideas, and my voice. This one comes up often, and I know if you're watching this live as I'm recording this, we are in April 2025, moving out of Mercury retrograde. Sometimes communication during those retrogrades, man, woof, they feel like they're complicated, they're not moving forward. We can feel somewhat confused on how to channel our energy. This is encouraging you to share what's on your heart, what's in your mind, and use your voice with confidence. This blue around the card is the throat center, and it is the element of space. So making space for your communication, making space for your ideas to flourish. That might even be making space for stillness, so you know what those ideas are, so that you can discern between the ideas that want to be brought into form. So make space for your ideas, make space for your voice to be heard. So often we hold in what really wants to come out. And sometimes we just need the space to tune in to stillness, to our heart, to the quiet, so we know what it is that we want to share, how to speak with more confidence, and what ideas, insight, words want to be brought into form. So you're being called to make space for that in your life, and to remember that your voice matters, that the way you communicate matters. The way in which you use your words and the words you choose also matter. The words you choose to think about yourself, the words that you choose to think about others, and the words that you use to express. And it's not just words, it's music, it's vibration, it's how you express yourself in this life. So today you are going to practice this affirmation. I boldly and confidently communicate my needs, my ideas, and my voice. If you have your own deck, you can go to, this is card 29, and you can read more about that card. What I will share here today is, let's do one of these prompts. Write about a time when expressing yourself felt like a sacred act. How can you channel that power again? I'm going to leave it at that for you today. Okay, I hope that spoke to you. Probably it spoke to all of you, because all of these cards can resonate. But for those who picked number 1, that's specifically for you. All right, let's go to card number 2. Card number 2, with a thankful heart, I attract blessings into my life, and I generously give and receive love. I love this. The green shows that this is the heart center. This is the element of air. We are in spring right now if you are in the northern hemisphere. Even if you're in fall season, whatever season you're in, wind and the air is such a gift. And so this is a time where things that no longer serve us are being blown out of our energy field, out of our life, shooken up a little bit. Maybe there's a gentle breeze. You just feel this newness, that, excitement, that anticipation and joy that come from the shift of season. I just got back from a weekend retreat gathering. The theme of the gathering was unconditional love. I mean, truly, love for ourselves, love for each other. We were in the forest, hugging trees, and just being among the birds, the rain for a little bit, the sun eventually came out, just the nature and how healing that is, and the gratitude that comes when you get that moment to pause and to be in nature and really be still in it, to be hearing the birds and to be with people who appreciate the trees. And there was so much giving and receiving of love in that forest. From the trees, the way the trees give us new oxygen to breathe, the way we breathe deeper around the trees. The appreciation for being in the moment, feeling the sun on our skin, feeling that breeze in our hair, listening to the sound of the birds. Lots of gratitude. Also just that understanding that We are love. We are the frequency of love, just as the trees are the frequency of love. And when you tune into that, you remember that balance, what that balance feels like to give and to receive. So often in the culture in which we live in, we have been taught to give and to give and to give and to give to the point of depletion. And then you end up giving from an empty cup. And we all know what that feels like. That leads to burnout, exhaustion. That's when we truly are feeling tired, right? And so we are learning and remembering the gift of receiving. You can receive that from walking in the forest. You can receive that from sitting down and just sipping your tea for a moment and being grateful for that hot cup of tea. You can do that this way in an exchange. You're receiving these words and you're taking a moment to pause in your day. That fills me up. We are giving and receiving unconditional love. And when you do that, you open your heart. And that's where gratitude lives. And so with a thankful heart, we attract blessings into our life. We end up being a magnet when we put out more gratitude. So pay attention to what you're putting out into the world. What are you feeling in this moment? And allow yourself to feel. You can't push down the feelings. You got to release and let them out. But for a moment, could you pause and just place your hands to your heart? Take a deep breath with me. Feel that breath at the heart as your heart expands. And with that new breath, what are you most grateful for in this moment? If you picked card number 2, you're really being asked to breathe deeply, connect with your breath, connect to this moment, and let gratitude be your guide and let yourself receive. I'm sure you're in that giving space, but sometimes it's harder to allow ourselves to receive. Receive rest, receive ideas, receive help. So you're being called to bring the receiving and the giving into balance and to pay attention to the blessings of gratitude in your life. Alrighty, if you picked card number 3, I savor the simple pleasures in life, finding joy in everyday moments. I love this one. Orange is the sacral center. This is right below the belly button. This is also related to the ocean element, water, moving with the flow. This is all about simple life pleasures. You know, we work hard, we push hard, we have a lot on our plates. We're learning how to balance that. We're learning that we aren't machines, that we are humans, that we are learning how to make space for our spiritualness, our spiritual practice, which is pleasure and joy in the everyday moments, and learning how to savor life. So you're being called to pay attention to any resistance you feel in life when you aren't listening to your body's needs. Our bodies speak. And when you're feeling it in your body, usually that's from thoughts and emotions, and it's a cue. It's a cue for you to listen. The body wants you to listen. It's a messenger. And so pay attention to how you feel in your body and the messages that your body is giving you. This card is a reminder to let go of trying to control the outcomes in your life. Let go of trying to control the people or the situations in your life. When you learn how to go with the flow, you actually step into the current that helps guide you through life. That's a really cool way to think about it. Think about this ocean current, or even you know, if you were in a canoe and you were traveling down a gentle stream, you know, there's times where there's rocks on the side, you know, and your canoe might like hit the rocks and get stuck. and something's keeping us from flowing, and we got to move back into the current. And once you're in the current, sure, there's going to be some rapids. The water might move at a different pace. You might even get stuck again, but you then just, okay, I'm going to move back into the current. What do I need in this moment? What is this situation teaching me? How can I grow and keep flowing in the current? And so you're being asked to not only savor where you're at, but the simple pleasures in life, making space for them will help you feel more in flow. So rather than just push and force to exhaustion or try to control life, we are being asked to tune in, breathe, dance, play, create, have fun, laugh, lighten up, lighten your load, ask for guidance when you need it, look for your tools. When's the last time you nurtured your creativity? Get some coloring books. Do something playful. I bought strawberry bubblegum the other day. I haven't even chewed it yet because my jaws are like, oh my God, I know what it's going to feel like. But just blowing bubbles is fun to me. So think about the simple pleasures in life, and are you making space for them? Because they will help you step into the flow. They'll help you let go of the things that you're trying to control so that you can then allow what needs to come into your life with greater ease. Sometimes we try to control so much that we block ourselves from all of the creation and the magic that's wanting to come into our life. So we kind of got to get off the shore, push your canoe off those rocks, and it's okay to not know where the path is going. It's okay to not know what's around the other bend. You've got your paddle, you've got your life jacket, you've got your boat, you've got your people, you've got your guides. Trust in that. Trust where they're leading you. Let's look in the book here for card number 8 and just see what prompt would be good for you today. What simple pleasures recently brought you joy? Why did they resonate with you? Every card comes with a description and prompts to get you thinking in that way. And this is something you can take with you throughout your day. Do you make space for joy, for the simple pleasures in life, or do you restrict yourself? Maybe it's time to buy yourself some flowers or get those organic berries that you've been walking past at the grocery store, or buy some bubble gum. Or sit down with your next cup of coffee and just for a moment, for 2 minutes, sit in the sunshine and listen to the birds. What will be your simple pleasure today that you'll make space for? And how will that help you go with the flow in your life? So those are our cards today. Let me know in the comments which card spoke to you. What number did you pick, and what was the highlight or what resonated with you today? If you're looking for more support in your life, I do offer intuitive mentoring sessions and deep dive activation sessions. I use your human design energy map as the foundation for these sessions. Human design is an integration of Eastern and Western astrology, the Kabbalah tree of life, the Hindu chakra system, and the Chinese I Ching, and quantum physics, which is really simply saying, hey, we're not just a physical form here. We are energy. So what I do is look at your energy blueprint, your map. When you took your first breath, this was your imprint. This is what your soul chose to travel in this lifetime. And in your energy blueprint, you can see your life's theme, your life's lessons, what you're here to teach and learn, how to access your specific intuition, the energy that you broadcast out into the world and the energy you receive, and how to live more in flow with who you truly are, how to live in that current of authenticity so that we can live with the least amount of resistance and feel more joy, feel more authenticity, feel more abundance pour into our lives, because we are expressing ourselves in our uniqueness in the way that it's here to be expressed. So if that resonates with you, you can look at my link below for my one-on-one sessions. I'm also launching a new class this month called The Art of Play. You do not have to be an artist to join. It is for those who want to have more fun with creative play. It is returning to your true nature and using the creative playfulness as a self-discovery tool. So if that interests you, you can also see the class link below. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.